let's talk about the most important thing, about you. Health, habits, your goals. I remember I have no discipline. I've been a social smoker and then I become a habitual smoker. And now, when I start to develop the habits and discipline myself, for example, cold shower every morning for at least 1 minute, things start to change. And it's just such an interesting concept to do something that other people don't, to get somewhere where other people can't. And it's all start with the simple desire of being different. But a lot of people don't understand the really basic thing. In order to be different, you just need to stop doing what other people do. And in this case, I start to think, what can I do differently so my life will change? So I stop watching the TV and instead of it, I start reading the books. By the way, drop the comment if you want to know what kind of books changed my own life. Then I change my circle because I don't want to hang out with people that complaining about the politics, about the weather, about the stuff that I am not interested in general. And even those people actually want the best for me, they want the best for me based on their knowledge, and their knowledge are limited. This is actually the simple saying that 7 people around you form who you are. And because I don't have really successful people around me yet, I just decided to find them in books or podcasts or YouTube shows where actually I can learn something from them. And the good news, it didn't happen with me overnight. It's just been inspiration after inspiration, guesses after guesses. I always feel that my life should be different, but I didn't know how. And nobody teach me. And the most important thing that changed my life forever is a discipline. I truly believe that discipline is actually the most valuable, important, it's a foundation of the success and successful life. All of those athletes, Thomas Edison, Donald Trump, every successful person, whether you like them or don't, they've been extremely disciplined people. It's kind of like a game. It's basically teach yourself specific habits that lead you to do something that you need to do in order to become successful. The next step of being disciplined is actually taking care of your body. And it's not necessarily you have to go to gym. Of course, if you want to do professional sport or if you don't understand how to exercise, of course you need to have some consultant with trainer or professional athlete to understand how to not to hurt yourself. However, in order to be just healthy and strong enough to be happy, you don't need to spend all of your time in gym. And you can do basic exercise in your own home. And when you're doing it regularly, for example, you're doing it for every other day for 30 minutes versus you spend 3 hours on Saturday absolutely exhausting yourself and then hurt for the next 5 days, you actually will start to see changes in your body that you can't even imagine before. And it's all start with simple and basic curiosity, answering the question, how far can I go? If you guys want to become that strong, you just need to remember one important thing. So you need to exercise and change your exercise so you can't get bored and your muscles actually don't get used to it. Just make it vary, try to do different exercise and try to do it differently, and you're gonna be that strong. So let me show you the wrong dips and right dips when you're doing horizon bar. This one. So this is the wrong one. He did 3 wrong to show you that you shouldn't do that, and then 3 right to show what you need to do. So when you put your legs down, it's actually work with your upper chest,
Yeah.
this
High
part,
chest.
this part of your chest, which is really, really valuable. So if you want to teach like this, just do it right. So if I will ever need to start all over again, I will try to find an environment when people already doing things that I'm interested in, and I will start to copy them. Also asking some questions. You would be surprised knowing how many people willing to share their knowledge just because they want to be helpful. So never hesitate to ask any questions in order to become stronger.
Now let's talk about the goals. It's so interesting, but actually 90% of people don't have a goals. And when I ask any of my friends or new acquaintances, what is your goal for next, let's say 5 years, or maybe like 3 to 5 years from now, most of the people tell me that they don't plan that far. Which is, sounds crazy, because if you don't know where you're going, you probably end up being in the wrong place. I remember when I don't know what my goals is about and what should I do with my life, I always want to be successful, I always want to be rich, but I don't know how to get to this point. I remember one of my successful friends play a really simple game with me, which is called 5-15-25, and helped me to figure it out my path and my journey. The secret of this game is super simple. I just sit down on a chair with my friend and he asked me some questions and asked me these questions in a way so I don't have to answer it. I just need to basically imagine it and keep it for myself. And for him, I just need to raise my hand when I'm ready to move forward. And he started to ask me some questions, for example, like, can you imagine yourself today? Are you happy with your life? Are you satisfied with your life? What is your goals? What is your dreams? Kind of like basically overview yourself so you can see yourself today, imaginary. Then he asked me to imagine myself 5 years from now and imagine myself in really great, ambitious and vivid details, like what kind of cars I have, how many people around me, like are these people successful, what is my circle, what is my health, what is my family, what is my career, what is my wealth. And basically that simple questions help me to navigate and see myself or imagine myself in the future being really successful. And then exactly the same pattern applied for 15 years, which is like was my 40s, and then to 25 years, which is was my 70s or like close to 80s, and then being able to see myself being 80 years old and imagine my family. How healthy am I? How wealthy am I? Like, am I making any difference for other people? And so on and so forth. It's helped me to see myself in the future. And the secret sauce of that is to go to this person and interview this person and ask some intelligent questions and basically go like, hey, how you did it? And then your brain start to give you some answers or shortcuts how to basically get to this super successful stage when you already been in your fantasy. But then there is one more step that was really unique and mind-blowing for me. When my friend asked me to imagine my own death. It sounds strange, but people are dying. And when he asked me to imagine myself being dead today, how many people around me are sad or happy? What kind of impact I make? Like, is my family are big or small? Was my life just fart in the air, or there was something meaningful that actually make a difference for other people and for the world? And basically seeing myself and my heritage, it's helped me to feel that my life is actually limited. And that being said, give me a lot of power and to go and do something today, to make a difference today and start to acting on your dreams, on achieving your dreams right now. And then in the end of this game, this person looked in my eyes and told me that everything that I saw, everything that I imagine will happen. So I wish that you will achieve all of your goals. I wish that you will achieve all of your dreams. And I only can wish for you and for myself to dream really ambitious and really big, because dreams always come through. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.